How old actually is Stewie Griffin in Family Guy? In today's video, we're gonna find out. What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video, I'm gonna try and work out exactly how old Stewie Griffin is. So canonically, we actually do have an answer for this. Stewie is 2 years old as of season 16, episode 11, Life of Brian 2, Revival Reversal, where we see him celebrate his second birthday. If you could call the events of this episode a celebration, Stewie goes through some shit, and yeah. So, but I think we can all agree that that number is probably way off. So to figure out how old he is was not as hard as you might think. So to figure out how old he is was actually not as hard as you might think, even given Family Guy's floating canon and timeline. All I had to do was simply look at the Christmas specials. Family Guy has 11 Christmas episodes as of recording this video, a number which is surprisingly low since also at the time of recording this video, there are 419 episodes of Family Guy across 22 seasons. So taking into account that we see Stewie's first birthday in season 1 episode 3, Chitty Chitty Death Bang, and the first Christmas episode is not until season 3 episode 16, as well as the fact that his birthday is September 11th, 1998, and this is taken from the season 21 episode, The Candidate. It should put Stewie at 11 years old as of season 22, which actually works out surprisingly perfectly. But where Family Guy goes and breaks this whole trend is Stewie has a time machine. And there is one thing I would like to bring up about Stewie's age, given that he has a time machine. And that is that he is consciously lived the same life twice. And what do I mean by that? Well, in the season 11 episode 4, Yug Yelmlamaf, Brian breaks Stewie's time machine and causes time to reverse all the way back to when Lois was still pregnant with Stewie. Since Stewie is fully aware of what is happening and they never go back to when the original incident happens, they just consciously live back up to that moment. This means that Stewie's consciousness would actually be that of a 13-year-old, since the season 11 Christmas episode is episode 8. So he would have caught back up with 2 years to spare. Also, ironically, this could explain how Stewie is actually so smart. And I just realized that the title of that episode is Family Guy spelled backwards. Well, the more you know. So there you have it, guys. That is Stewie's actual age. Thank you for watching the video. Oh, wait. There's more. So, Stewie has a time machine. And Stewie was trapped in the past, and now, up until now, I've tried my best to ignore the fact that Stewie has access to time travel, and thus he would age at a different pace from everybody else the more times he does it, because basically normally it is never for very long and it doesn't really amount to any kind of years or significant time. That is until episode 16 of season 9, The Big Bang Theory. See, in this episode, not only does Stewie find out that he created the Big Bang, but his half-brother Bertram uses his time machine to go back in time and kill Stewie's ancestor, and make it where Stewie never exists. This ancestor actually ends up being Leonardo da Vinci, who, due to the events of the episode, winds up dead along with Bertram, and this makes it where Stewie has to stay in the past to become his home ancestor. It also implies that he may or may not have had sex with and or artificially inseminated Da Vinci's girlfriend with his DNA. That might be another video for later, but I'm just going to leave that here for now. So, in order to get back to the present, Stewie basically puts himself into a cryosleep, where Brian goes to find him and wake him up. And this means that I have to pay the mass budget for this video. So please hit that like button, subscribe, and drop your comments down below. Okay, so So they went back in time to somewhere between the 1400s or the 1500s. So since Da Vinci passed away on May 2nd, 1519, and since he died in the episode, we can use that as a starting point, with this episode taking place in season 9 after the Christmas episode. Stewie would have been 2 years old. I've tried up until this point to really not put years on any of this, because that sends things down a kind of a whole other spiral of technology and current events being depicted in the show that can't possibly have happened yet based on the timeline, and it's a full list of anachronisms, but I will point out a couple of things. One, it's a cartoon. They can play by Genie from Aladdin rules if they want to, especially now that it's owned by Disney. Two, Family Guy has a floating canon and timeline, so episodes and events can and frequently are depicted out of order and will, on occasion, straight up conflict and or cancel each other out completely. Possibly due to the fact that there is a baby time traveling, but, you know, that is what it is. And three, it's my video, so I do what I want, so I'm gonna go with it. Now, anyway, so where were we? Right. So the year Stewie leaves / wakes up in would be 2000. So doing the very simple subtraction, we can get that he was asleep for 481 years. Then we just add in the remaining 9 to bring him up to the modern day, and Stewie should be 490 years old at the time of recording this video. Ain't time travel just the best? Wait. Stewie lived 2 years of his life. Okay. So that was just his physical age. So, and as I'm sure you can recall from just a few minutes ago, Stewie's mental and physical ages are not the same and do not add up. But luckily, this is relatively easy. We just need to add on an extra 2 years, bringing him up to the mental age of 492. And there you have it, guys. The real age, both mentally and physically, of Stewie. So please do me a favor, go into the comments down below and tell me whether or not you agree with my numbers, or if I have gotten this completely wrong and wasted most of my time researching this. And quite frankly, anything else you guys would like to see me cover about Family Guy or any other topics that you guys might think I'd find interesting, drop those in the comment sections down below. And while you're there, guys, please remember to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you never miss another video from me. And I will see you guys in the next video.